Hello there. Thanks for joining me at another edition of your Story Sports Business Show, Sport Exchange. My name is Jude Olaniran. Compliment of the season to you. And thanks for always joining me on this beat. Okay. As usual, we'll go through some of the news that are making round as far as sports business is concerned. And of course, from there, we go to our dugout segment where we have a guest who will be joining us, of course, to talk about something that happened in Nigeria recently. It's got to do with the broadcast rights of one of the top leagues in the world. So we want to break it down on the show. You know, we do that, just breaking it down and trying to let you know what is happening as far as sports business is concerned. Okay, and offside segment is also ready. We will serve it to you when the time comes. Okay? All right, let's just go on a break, and when I return, it will be time to serve you the hot and very hot news. Welcome back, straight to the news. The Basketball Africa League BAL has announced that the league's second season will tip off on Saturday, March 5, 2022 in Dakar, Senegal, and will include stops in Cairo, Egypt and Kigali, Rwanda. The BAL will once again feature the top 12 club teams from 12 African countries and will expand to a total of 38 games taking place in 3 cities over 3 months in 2022. The second BAL season will include 15 games at the Dakar Arena in Dakar from March 5 to 15, 15 games at Hassan Mustafa Indoor Sports Complex in Cairo from April 9 to 19, and an 8-game playoffs and finals at the Kigali Arena in Kigali from May 21 to 28. And to boxing, ESPN has announced the return of African boxing in 2022, with monthly fight nights starting on the 27th of January in Johannesburg and airing live across the African continent. Showcasing a diverse range of continent's boxing talents to viewers across Africa, the event will be taking place on the last Thursday of every month for the next year. The fights will be broadcast live on ESPN Africa, DSTV 218, Starsat 248, as well as several broadcast partners across the globe. With 5 main fights per event and 2 undercard bouts on each bill, ESPN Africa Boxing promises to showcase the best of boxing talent from across the continent. In addition, ESPN Africa have also committed to including 1 all-female bout per event in order to help grow the sport and provide aspiring young female boxers with a platform. And next to tennis, British tennis star SESUARADUCANU has further capitalized on a breakthrough year by signing a personal endorsement deal with bottled water brand EVIAN. Announcing the agreement on Twitter, Raducanu described EVIAN as an iconic brand and a champion of tennis and the younger generation, with the IMG client set to serve as a global ambassador for the company. A relative unknown at the beginning of 2021, the 19-year-old shot to prominence this year by winning September's US Open to become the first British female to win a Grand Slam in 44 years. And still talking tennis, David Lampit has been named as the first chief executive of Tennis Data Innovation, TDI, a joint venture by the Association of Tennis Professionals and ATP Media, the tour's global sales, broadcast, production, and distribution arm. Lampit arrives after almost a decade at data and broadcast solutions company Sportradar, where he most recently served as managing director of sports content and partnerships. Prior to that role, he was chief executive of English soccer club Portsmouth and spent 7 years as head of financial regulation at the Football Association. He also led Supporters Direct, a not-for-profit organization promoting good governance in sports. The hiring of Lampids marks the first senior executive hire since the formation of TDI. Established in late 2020, TDI has been created to manage the aggregated rights to ATP Tour and ATP Challenger Tour match data, coupled with certain media streaming rights to improve fan engagement and make tennis more accessible to digital audience. And to football now, FIFA has announced it will create dedicated sponsorship programs for its women's competitions and esports event for the first time at the end of the 2019-2022 commercial rights cycle. The commercial revamp is designed to provide brands with more options and flexibility, allowing them to align themselves with the global governing bodies, men's, women, and gaming verticals as required. Under the current model, which was last revamped in 2013, FIFA partners the 6 to 8 brands in the top tier of FIFA sponsorship program. Granted sponsorship rights to every FIFA competition, including the men's and women's World Cup, youth tournaments, and lower tier futsal and beach football competitions. And now to the big one, yes, UEFA. In a draw ceremony that was earlier marred by a technical problem, the round of 16 pairing of the lucrative UEFA Champions League is set. Holders Chelsea will play French side Lille after the draw for the knockout stages took place for a second time. A technical problem caused an error in the initial draw, which UEFA says had been declared void. Premier League champions Manchester City face Portugal's Sporting Lisbon, while 6-time winners Liverpool play 3-time winners Inter Milan. Manchester United face Spanish champion Atletico Madrid. Villarreal will slug it out with Juventus as Benfica tries Ajax for size. In the standout tie of the round, 13-time champions Real Madrid come up against French powerhouse Paris Saint-Germain, while Red Bull Salzburg has a date to keep with German giants Bayern Munich. And that's it for the news. We're going to break, and when we come back, it will be time for our dugout segment, and my guest is standing by. All right, welcome back. Yes, we are having that discussion now. Just a few days ago, the media right here in Nigeria was awash with the news about a sport agency. Yes, talking about MBS Sports. They announced the acquisition of League One TV broadcast rights covering the Nigerian territory. And that is a massive one. You and I know that since Messi moved to Ligue 1, that's talking about the biggest league in France, the top tier league in France. Then the league has been getting a lot of raves, a lot of reviews, and MBS had to quickly move to get that particular rights. And the man behind that will be talking to me now. He will be joining me from Europe, Italy to be precise. Richard Timosi joins me from Italy on the show today. Richard, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm doing okay. Well,
all right. Richard, let me say congratulations for pulling the deal through, for talking about the Ligue 1 deal for Nigerian territory.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a great pleasure that we bring French football to Nigeria.
All right. Let me start by asking you, talk us through how the Ligue 1 deal was achieved.
Basically, our agency is the first agency bringing content to Africans, and we've been working with Nigeria quite a while, as we were representing Econet Media, and we brought the World Cup 2018 in Nigeria. We also developed a partnership with local broadcasters on the La Liga that we brought now for the last 2 seasons. We are also bringing the Brazilian League to Nigeria, and we eventually got in touch with beIN Sport and Ligue 1 in France to bring a French football to Nigeria for the first time ever in one Anglophone country. And we use all our networks here in Europe to make that deal possible, thanks to beIN Sport and Ligue 1. This is how we operated.
Yes, Richard, you guys had to hasten this particular deal up. Is it because as a result that Messi moved to Ligue 1, or because we have African players as well as Nigerian players in Ligue 1?
Yeah, it's a mixture of both. We were chasing Ligue 1 way before Messi arrived in French Ligue 1. France has this specific relationship with Africa, and our agency is also promoting African football outside Africa. There's many African players playing in Marseille, in Lille, in Lorient. There's a Nigerian player playing there. It's a nice transition for African players to operate in France in Ligue 1 or Ligue 2, but also in a couple of other countries. But Ligue 1 is definitely one league that have a special relationship not only with Francophone Africa, but also Anglophone Africa. So this is why we were targeting Ligue 1 2 years ago. And eventually we had the good news of having Messi as well joining the French Ligue 1 for his last part of his career.
Well, all right, let me, looking at the deal, you have your plates full. Yeah, what am I saying this? I'm saying that we have a 360 kind of package here. Free to air, pay TV, mobile and digital rights. Just for Nigeria. You guys are you've been able to pull that through. So how do you expect, or are you hoping to unbundle these, or just to make sure that the more the merrier, everybody is taken care of?
Yes, we managed to secure all rights for Ligue 1, as we want to basically broken down our proposition to partners in Nigeria in 3 levels. First one is free to air. We will select one premium games to Nigerian free-to-air networks, and we will bundle a pay TV package for pay TV partners, as well as we will develop mobile and OTT rights separately. We want to reach all Nigerians, regardless of their revenues, regardless of the mean of consuming sports, whether it's on mobile or digital or linear or satellite. So we took all those rights to make sure that every single Nigerian have access to Ligue 1.
Okay. So with the free-to-air right now, are you working with some partners already, or are you still expecting more? Tell me, what are you doing with the free-to-air right now?
So we are speaking with the 5 major broadcasters in Nigeria that have been working with us for La Liga for the last 2 seasons and Brazilian League. Which are ONTV, Silverbird, NTA Networks, and also some private channels like Moreplex and others. We are in constant discussion with them. We have a blanket agreement with them, so we work on the business case with them to make sure that all Nigerians have access to that. We're also working in partnership with NBC to make sure that there's no block in terms of accessing sports. On the pay TV level, we also work with the different partners as mobile operators and OTT platforms. But Ligue 1 is also available on MBS Sport Channel, which is available on Ayoba platform, which is powered by MTN. So basically it's a super app, free access to people, so people can interact with us and with Ligue 1 and Paris Saint-Germain, where people can buy jerseys, they can buy also experience in France, COVID related, but post-COVID, we'll be able to take people, Nigerians, to watch games in France, to experience some nice training sessions of Paris Saint-Germain and other teams. So it's a 360 experience of French Ligue 1 that we propose at all levels in all platforms.
Still talking about the OTT, do you have any collaboration with the betting companies, any of them?
At the moment, we're in discussion with some of them, like Bet Niger, that have been our clients for the Spanish League. But we consult the market at the moment. Right now, the games are available on the super app Ayoba on India Sport Channel. Okay. We are consolidating our partnership with the linear channels, but we are in discussion with some betting companies. As you know, the regulation struggle betting companies to access sports rights. But with Ligue 1 and being sports, we are all free to approach any kind of partners in Nigeria, whether it's mobile, betting companies, soft drinks, alcohol. So we can have a very great experience of Ligue 1 with the partners.
Okay, before let me put this also. I know that the mobile companies in Nigeria too are trying their hands on this particular issue of content, especially sports. I heard you mention a particular mobile company. What's the competition like to get this particular content from you, from others?
Yes. Basically, simply contacting us. Our agency is very aggressive commercially, but we also make sure that content is available to everyone and that we consult everyone before we take any decision. Okay. So our approach is more agnostic. Okay, we are everywhere, to everybody, to anybody. So it's as simple as that. It's richard@mediabusinesssolutions.com. Our team is quite proactive, and we respond to every single partner who approach us within 24 hours. This is our policy. In the meantime, as we understand that Nigeria is such a big country for the title owners that we're in touch with, Ligue 1 is one, being sports, FIFA, UEFA, Olympics, all of them, NBA as well, we're in touch with all of them. We had to reposition corporate-wise our company as such that we will be actually opening our Nigerian company, MBS Nigeria, pretty soon. So we can interact more with partners. We can face any issues of Naira versus dollars or any currency issues. And we will be actually on ground in Nigeria. We're not just operating from Europe. We're securing rights from Europe, but we're operating from Nigeria. This is one thing that is important.
Oh, well, massive. That's the cherry news. I'm excited that you're also looking at coming to have a base here. And I know you're familiar with Nigeria anyway, because that's where I get to know about some of the things you're doing. I remember that you guys were also part of the last Euro 2020 rather, in Nigeria. Because correct. You worked with a correct. Couple of companies here. I remember you did that, right?
Yeah, correct. So the way is that all those title owners are using MBS as a channel to reach Nigerians. Okay. The deal with Euro and UEFA was simple. First, we need distribution, but what is important for our brand is to actually see Africans and Nigerians watching our competition. So we developed a series of marketing activities to bring brands to Nigeria with contest games, public viewing, and other marketing activation with the partners in Nigeria. So we had a great success of having the Euro 2021 because of COVID in Nigeria in exclusivity.
All right. I know that very soon we should be talking about the biggest one. That's the next year, the World Cup. What is NBS doing, or you just don't want to let the cat out of the bag? What should we expect from the NBS?
I cannot divulgate some confidential information, but you will have the primary news. We may come back very soon with not only the FIFA World Cup, but beforehand, the qualification playoff games of Nigeria for the qualification of the World Cup 2020. Those two games happened in March and April, so we may come back to Nigeria as well with great news. So people can watch those playoff games on MBS and via MBS.
Oh, fantastic, Richard, I must say, really. And I know that you guys have a plan, and I want to wish you all the best. And hopefully we can get to do this often, and maybe when things happen, Spot Exchange will be where you will need to break it down, and we'll break the news as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for having me today.
I wish you all the best and stay safe. Compliments of the season to you, Richard.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right, that was the CEO of MBS Sports. They are responsible, or they acquired the TV rights to Ligue 1. That's the top tier French league, the top league, the number one league in French. Yeah, okay, where in France, where the likes of Messi, Neymar, and those big names apply their trick. Okay, let's go on a break now. And okay, before we go on a break, actually, okay, the news before the dugout segment has to do with the business. Gradually, we are getting to the business end of the UEFA Champions League, and I just decided to do something as regards that. I've got the breakdown of what the teams in the round of 16, what they stand to get in terms of money. This is just what they get for, prize money now. Yes, we're not talking about, this is of the broadcast money, the coefficient money is not there. This is just all you get. 15.6 million euros is what you get for qualifying for the group stage. 2.8 million euros per group stage win. 930,000 euros is what you get per group stage draw. 9.6 million euros for qualifying for the last 16. Everybody in the last 16 right now has got that. 10.6 million euros for qualifying for the quarterfinals. 12.5 million euros for qualifying for the semi-finals. 15.5 million euros for qualifying for the final. And that's it. If you get into the final, and if you now win the trophy, you add 15.5, you get 4.5 million extra. That is 20. Whoops, that's money. That is excluding broadcasts, coefficients, and some other money you make. Okay, that is what football does. Highly lucrative. Don't say I didn't tell you. All right, let's just go on a break, and when we come back, I will be serving you the offside before I sign off finally. Welcome back. Yes. Before I go, as it is our tradition, the offside. Welcome to the offside segment on the show. The last edition of this program, we told you how the Confederation of African Football CAF put an embargo on the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Lagos. The arena has become the new home of the Super Eagles, but CAF inspection team does not feel that the stadium measure up to the standard. This verdict calls to question how sports assets are maintained in Nigeria. For instance, how do you explain a situation where the government of Kwara State decided to host a political event on the pitch of the Kwara Township Stadium? You can check out some of the pictures of the event in public domain. They are there in the public domain. In all this, kudos must go to the league management company, which has blacklisted the stadium ahead of the 2021-2022 NPFL season. According to the letter written by the LMC to NPFL side Kwara United, they will have to find a new home ground suitable for football and television friendly. Of course, a letter was sent to them. They will have to find it. Okay, that's it. We can't continue this way. We just have to make sure it is done the way it should be done. Okay, yes, that's it. And before I go, don't forget that our touch points are still very live and interactive. Talking about our social media platforms, you can get across to me. Facebook, Sport Exchange, like our Facebook page. That's Sport Exchange. Twitter is Sport Exchange. You can follow us. And also, don't forget our YouTube channel, TV360 Nigeria. You subscribe to our TV channel to enjoy the best of local content, very interesting content you have when you subscribe to that channel. Yes, that's it. Until I come your way next time, I want to say compliment of the season to you. I'm yours truly today, tomorrow, and of the future in sports business, Jide Olaniran.